Hello, children. Are we ready to read our space book today? What do we have here? ABC of Space from Magpie. Straight from 1969. What's in it, kids? What's in it? Well, let's look. Look, here's some green screen. Astronaut training. An astronaut gets the feel of walking on the moon, where gravity is 1/6 of that of the Earth. Harness lifts 5/6 of his body weight. See, kids? Do you see the astronaut with the harness in front of the green screen in 1969? There they are. Oh, you liked that, I can tell. Okay, what else? Looky over here. They're building a big Apollo model. And look, it's the Thames television station from all the way from England. Yeah, they were helping. Look, there's stars in that one. What else do we have here, kids? A is for astronaut. Look at that. A is for Apollo also. Let's see. Oh, look at this one. What's inside the air packs? The inside of 4 backpacks that the astronauts use, showing oxygen bottles, a fan, water pump, and a radio. Oh my. It's all in that little tiny suitcase they wear on their backs. Alright, let's see. What else, kids? What else is in here? B is for Baikonur, a secret Russian rocket launch. 1,300 miles from Moscow, just east of the Aral Sea. Well, it doesn't sound like a secret Russian rocket launch anymore now, does it? What else do we have here, kids? B is for bandages. Oh, they get boo-boos too. In a U.S. spaceship, there is a medical kit containing syringes, a thermometer, 2 bottles of eye drops, 14 bandages, 2 tins of ointment, 24 antibiotic pills, 24 anti-sickness pills, 12 PEP pills. What, cocaine? Oh, I don't think cocaine, kids. But they weren't caffeine either. They say they keep the astronauts awake, these PEP pills. 72 aspirin. Wow, there must be somebody there that they hired to count the aspirin. These will relieve a variety of complaints ranging from diarrhea to a stuffy nose. Yep, these are similar to the kits carried aboard the Russian spaceships. Do you remember the Russian spaceships that were abandoned? Yes, those big space shuttles. Yeah, those are the ships. Yeah, Okay, back to the book, kids. What do we have here? Look at this, what this astronaut's carrying. This panel of cat's eyes is set up on the moon's surface by an astronaut to reflect beams of light shown from the Earth. The Earth is beaming light out into space? Oh, and look at that. Today we use those cat's eyes as filters for our air conditioning units. Yes, we have a need for those today. They sure look fancy. His has a handle. Okay, kids, what else do we have today? C is also for chicken switch. The chicken switch is the red handle which astronauts can pull to trigger escape motors and so tear their spaceship away from trouble if it develops on the firing pad. I think they're going to need more than a chicken switch for that. What else? What else here? Oh, fancy space center. Look. Look. E is for exercise. Exercise is very important to a spaceman on a long journey. All those 3 days, that's a long journey. Without the pull of gravity, his heart and blood circulation will not react normally. Oh no. Oh, don't get scared. Don't get scared. It's okay. It's okay. He also loses minerals in his bones in all those 3 days. All those minerals. And his muscles go flabby. Oh my goodness. Space flab? Oh my word. I wonder if there's a self-help book for that. The problem is, how do you take plenty of exercise in a cramped spaceship cabin? The answer is a chest expander. Dang, they don't show the chest expander. What are these guys? These are firefighters at the Cape Kennedy. Whoops. They call them hot papas. Yeah, they look hot in those outfits. I'm sure that's mostly what they did. Sit around waiting for, I don't know, maybe beer time? I don't know. There's a rocket taking off just before it flies out to the ocean, children. And look at this. Look at that airplane panel. Some of the 400 instruments, switches, dials, and fuses inside America's moonship. My. Oh, looky here. He's fancy. He's a fancy man. Let's see. To avoid contaminating Earth with any strange germ found on the moon, returning lunarnauts don this suit on leaving their moon ship. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You can buy that stuff at Home Depot now. Look at that. Looks like my dad's old zoot suit. What's this? What's that man doing? An astronaut wearing the jet shoes, which help him to get around when walking in space. And look at that, kids. He's in a harness, too. Those harnesses sure come in handy. What else do we have? Oh, H is also for hygiene. Spacemen have to be careful about hygiene because when men live together cooped up in a small space for days on end without little chance to wash or go to the lavatory, there is a possibility that they may begin to smell. Ooh, we know what that's like, don't we, children? What else do we have here, children? Oh my. Oh my. This is the lunar landing vehicle, or lunar bug. the part of America's moonship which actually touches down on the moon. Wow. Wow, children. I is for instruments. Look at this flying machine. The Hopper is a lunar flying machine, now being developed in America to carry men and equipment across mountains and up and down crevices on the moon. This early two-man version is nicknamed Pogo Stick. I'm sure it probably only went up and down. Oh my, look at this, always posing for pictures. Yeah, in their suits. Oh yeah. Look, it's technicians at the Grumman Aircraft Corporation factory. I didn't know that the lunar bug was in New York being constructed. Yeah, technicians at the Grumman Aircraft Corporation factory in New York constructing the top section of the lunar bug. Yes, look, and it's just covered in Kapton. Yeah. Kids, did you know you can buy Kapton on eBay now? Yes, developed by the DuPont company. J is for Jet's shoes. Look at this. J is also for jargon. The space age has brought in a new language used by astronauts, rocket technicians, and space officials, which is difficult for the ordinary person to understand without the aid of a space dictionary. For instance, laundry bag is the space term for a parachute, and memory dump means to clear the information stored in a computer's memory so that fresh information can be inserted. Space engineers use many abbreviations. For example, TLI stands for Translunar Injection, meaning sending a spaceship off to the moon. The LOS stands for Loss of Signal, an expression used when a moonship disappears around the back of the moon. Oh my, dude, I don't like that disappearing part. That's scary. Looky, kids. Look at this. It's America's 82-foot-tall moonship Apollo. It's on its way to Moonport, Florida. Maybe we can send Wide Awake down there to take some pictures for us, huh? Yeah. What do you think? Let's see, what else? Oh, we're only to the M's. We gotta get moving here. I need to see some garbage. Oh, there's the Earth right there. Close-up of the Earth as seen by the first lunarnauts on their return journey from the moon. Oh my, I'm sorry. My camera's getting caught here. Let's see. Oh, now I could tell these were satellites right off the bat. Yeah, look at that. Look, Ma, my satellite dish has wings. I've always loved a good cartoon. Okay, let's get for garbage. Did you miss garbage? This garbage is so fun. Let's read garbage and then I'll show you the back of the book. Come on, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Come on now. Garbage is funny. Here it is. G is for garbage. Garbage is a nickname given to pieces of rocket or satellite that are circling uselessly around the Earth. They vary in size from nuts and bolts to objects measuring 100 feet across and weighing many tons. Each piece has to be tracked by radar from the ground, and its flight path carefully calculated because it could pose a threat to space vehicles and astronauts. Should a spaceship run into a piece of garbage, it could be punctured or even destroyed. At the time this book was written, 1,556 objects, larger than a grapefruit, were being tracked by radar. These included 355 satellites and 1,201 useless bits and pieces. The largest of these was an old satellite called Pegasus 1, launched on June 24th, 1966, if you kids were just wondering when it was launched, which had 2 wings sticking out of its side, measuring 108 feet from tip to tip. The wings were designed to record the impact of pieces of space dust to see just how empty space really was. Other objects included old food bags, empty film cans, a glove, worn and then lost by spacewalker Alexei Leonov, and a British scientific experiment designed to collect samples of stardust. The experiment should have been attached to the outside of a Gemini spaceship, but it was lost overboard because a U.S. astronaut couldn't fix it in position. It looked like a tray of ice cubes covered in silver foil. It probably was, kids, and the idea was that pieces of stardust might puncture the foil and fall into the small square boxes underneath. The tray of boxes would then be brought back inside the spaceship by an astronaut and returned to Earth for examination. Yes, that's right. Okay, now kids, let's cook right along. Let's come down to the end here, children, and let's take a look at something here. Looky here! Look! A full page! Oh my. Looky here. What's it say at the top? Astronauts getting a taste of zero-G weightlessness inside an aircraft. Look at that, children. And what's interesting is there's a space module inside it. Can you see that? It says NASA, McConnell, Gemini. Yes, that's right. They have a mock-up of a spacecraft inside this plane. All right, children, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you liked the video and the story. Have a good day.